Bounce Up Central Network. Tune in for shows like Let We Talk to Ting with Sister Jenny every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5:30 p.m. Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Culture Points on Thursdays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 5 p.m. And Fine Point with Fearless Warrior at various showtimes. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, movie watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's We Ting, created for we, by we. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat at bounceup.com. If you have a passion for news, politics, culture, music, sports, technology, and helping your community, we invite you to come join the Bounce Up Central Network family. Come join us.
Yes. You know, I was looking to do something tonight, but then I remember tonight is not Fine Point. Tonight is Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. So, before we start, let me play the Dauntless Defenders.
Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. Join host Fearless Warrior and the Dauntless Crew every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tune in each week for enlightening discussions, special guest interviews, on-the-scene coverage of news, political events, and all topics related to good governance. Watch the show live on our Bounce Up Central platform and social media channels, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat on Bounce Up Central. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, TGIF watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's We Ting, created for we, by we.
I really couldn't believe it. Who they going to replace him with? I call him rung, call me back. He say, Coco, we have it done back. He says, son, we come to a decision. We off the ground with Stuart Young. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a group. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM pack. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatti Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong. We had a bit of troubles. Some wanted penny beckles, cause they know penny good for so. It was almost a split decision. The vote end up 9-11. In the end, all of them hug up like friend, cause great is the PNM. He ball on crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a group. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM party. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatsby Tully. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong. You remember this, you fall in love with office. The whole nation send you a kiss. Hamilton fall and she instep tear. The woman wouldn't get out from there. Right on, sir. We would always remember Rowley as a great leader. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a group. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM party. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Tasby Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong. I must say thanks openly, thanks to you, Dr. Rowley, on behalf of the whole country. Imposters call you all kind of name, but you are now in the Hall of Fame. Thank you, sir, on behalf of Trimbago, kudos coming from Coco. He ball out crooks, I hope you like this move. We in a groove, the whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM pack, Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Tasby Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word, PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong.
Yes, good evening today and everyone. Welcome to Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. And that was Bouncer's presentation of our interpretation of the Crow song. So you can look out for it on our YouTube, TikTok, our Bouncer channel, and everything. We have a packed show for you tonight. And we have a guest also that will be bringing in studio. The bell has rung. And it's 28 this morning play in the playway, and 28 again, midday, play again, and then they play 12, which is King. So they play the whole of Mr. Stuart Young today. So look out for that Stuart Young play and watch it. 28 is the number we have one right now watching us on YouTube and it's climbing. So 28 seems to be the mark that is going to be playing because 28th of April is election day. Yes, the 28th of April is election day, and all PMIs, get ready in your numbers because we are going out there to put our team together, put the people together. All the 41 candidates are in position and they are ready to hit the road for the election 2025. And Bounce Up will be out on the road on the campaign trail with the different candidates, and you will see some of them right here. In fact, we want to see if we can get all 41 of them right here on Bounce Up, and we'll be out in some of the major political rallies that will be out and about, and we will be on the floor asking, interviewing people, find out what is their position in terms of this election that has been called. It's a snap election, and it's only, and here the thing, it's 40 days. 40 days to campaign. So, you know, when I tell you this thing is a spiritual thing that I don't know. Now I tell you, I love Dr. Rowley, But I also love Stuart Young, who's now the man in charge, and he has set the pace at 40 days to campaign. And on the 4th of April, which is dead man, he will catch all of them with the pants down because they can't put together 41 candidates. So they're going on the 4th, which is dead man for them. So he's going to kill them. Well, politically, he's going to kill them. So on the 4th, he's going to give them it on the 4th. And also, he is going to hit them the 40 days and 40 nights. So 40 days in the daytime, they're campaigning, and 40 nights You're out campaigning. Election time is here, 2025. If you're not ready, then something has to be wrong with you. So let me go. Yeah, 28 play. Yes, it play. Yes, 28 play today. And they play again this evening, midday. And they play 12 this evening. I don't know what they play for some club yet. I don't find out. But we're going to see. But we have a number of things that is happening. And my guest will be in studio with me because let me tell you something. They're so desperate. They're so desperate. They're going and asking people who would have been, who is PMI. Imagine that. They're so desperate. They're asking PMI people to come and go up for seats in different constituencies. And they are telling them, no, we're not going up there. We're not doing that. We're going to have one who they have approached to go up for a seat. And you will hear and who's the people that ask them to go for the seat. Let me go. We're going to play. We're going back. Before we bring him on, my guest in studio, we're going to play the Crocodile song because people are asking for the Crocodile video. Now let me tell you one time, this is not Crocodile. We did a video basically on Crocodile song, which I must thank my director. When I told her this evening the bell ring, she said, hey, we gotta put together something quick. And she put it together, and this is what we have. So those who didn't miss it, and those who want to see it, this is the song for 2025. We moving with?
Quit. I really couldn't believe it. Who they going to replace him with? I called him, call me back. He said, Crow, we have it done back. He says, son, we come to a decision. We off the ground with Stuart Young. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a group. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM pack. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gasti Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong. We had a bit of troubles. Some wanted penny beckles, cause they know penny good for so. It was almost a split decision. The vote end up 9-11. In the end, all of them hug up like friend. Cause great is the PNM. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a group. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM pack. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatsby Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong. You remember this, you fall in love with office, the whole nation send you a kiss. Hamilton fall and she in step here, the woman wouldn't get punked from there. Right on, sir, we would always remember Rowley as a great leader. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a group, the whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM party, Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatsby Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong. I must say thanks openly. Thanks to you, Dr. Rowley. On behalf country. Imposters call you all kind of name, but you are now in the Hall of Fame. Thank you, sir, on behalf of Trinbago, who those coming from Coco. People all crooks, I hope you like this move. We in a groove, the whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM pack, Foster Penny and Camila Green, Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatsby Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacements for Rowley. Go spread the word, PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong.
All right, so we are back, and we are ready to go. Let me bring on my guest. Because he is a man from the Rampasads. Let's bring him on. Stage. Good evening.
Pleasant evening, Mr. Walsh. And let me say good evening to the director, because she's been very kind to me in the past. So have you.
Well, she's in the background doing a number of work. And yes, people, if you want a copy of it, we can provide you with a copy of it. A copy will be coming out on YouTube. You can download it, and you have a copy out on different platform that you can share the video of the Coco video the Coco song that we make a video of tonight. But so, Romando, let's talk.
Okay. You ask the questions, I will answer.
All right. So tell me, yes, and people, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and also go to the platform bounceUp.com. That's BOUNXUP.com. That's BOUNXUP.com. And if you want to get into the conversation, you can call in. We are live tonight, and we'll put up numbers eventually, and you can also call in and be part and parcel of this election momentum that has now taken the whole of Trinidad and Tobago and will be going forward. Romando, I was hearing the grapevine that some people from a political party would have called you. What I thought what like to come across. Which political party and what seat did they ask you to come over to?
Okay, my brother, let me make this abundantly clear at this time. I am going to call no names, say but except to say it is a party within the opposition.
Right.
Party that is opposed to the PNM. So let's get this going. However you got that information, my brother, I don't know. I don't want to know. But here's the thing. I don't know if you know much about my family's history.
Yes,
but my great-grandfather, Mr. Rampasad Maharaj, was a founding member of the PNM. In the days of CLR James, Ibit Musahib, Winston Mahabir, Dr. Eric Newsell Williams, and you know the rest of the foundation members. He was one of the first.
Yes.
Being a foundation member of the PNM, his daughter-in-law, who is my mother, followed in his footsteps, because I don't know how much you know about the Hindu phenomenon. And I call it a phenomenon because not very many people understand it. In our religious belief, a daughter-in-law coming into a home happens to be the parent is not losing a son, they're gaining a daughter. And the daughter is kept by the parents and nurtured by the parents. So my mother automatically followed in my grandfather's footsteps, and she became a politician. 1981, she contested against Mr. Bastille Pandey for the PNM. 1986, she contested against Mr. Bastille Pandey against the NAR. In 2002, the then Honorable, the late Honorable Patrick Manning sought my mother's assistance, and she advised me that Mr. Manning asked that I contest the seat for the PNM in 2002 against Mr. Bastille Pandey. I had no objection because when my mother says so, it is so. That is the nature of our family's bond. And that is our bond to the PNM. So by someone, and look, let me make this clear. I don't know how you got this message and how you found out about this, but I assume as a reporter you would have had your ways. The fact is, yes, I was approached, but unfortunately for those who approached me, they could not understand what it means to be a member of the PNM family. And when I say family, I meant my family from the beginning to now, because my daughter is also a member of the PNM, even though she does not live in Trinidad at this time, but she's also a member of the PNM. My youngest daughter has just joined the Youth League. So anyone approaching me to contest anything or go against the party of my choice or my family's choice, let me state categorically, you're spinning top in mud. It's not going to happen, never will, never can be, never going to happen. So listen what happens. And I'm making this abundantly clear right now. Anyone else have any ambition to approach me? The answer is going to be no. I am PNM. I will stay with the PNM. I may not agree with everything in the PNM, but I am a member of the PNM. As long as I'm a member of the PNM, I will not try to fix the PNM from outside. I will fix it from inside. So my brother, you ask your questions and I will answer.
Well, we're gonna let's take a little break. Let me just show them something first, and then we'll be right back because we had a dive in. So what do they call? Because I know as a East Indian person, and the reason why I want to be on is because I've been hearing talk in the opposition camp that they are targeting all those East Indians or persons who of Hindu faith who came across the PNM. They are targeting them, trying to give them all kind of telling them all kind of names, putting up things by the house, and because they cross and they come over to the PNM. Don't this lawyer, his wife took out a picture with two PMI ladies on Sunday, and she was being targeted, calling all kinds of derogatory names. But when we come back, we will talk more about that. Why are they targeting people of Hinduism or in East Indians? Because they have aligned themselves to the PNM. We will talk about that. Let's play the speech of the incoming Prime Minister when in the inauguration. Let's play the speech of the new Prime Minister.
To Your Excellency Christine Kangaloo, ORTT, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, to Mr. Kerwin Garcia, SC, First Gentleman, to the Chief Justice of Trinidad and Tobago, Ivor Archie, ORTT, and Mrs. Archie, to the President of the Senate, Senator the Honorable Nigel De Freitas and Mrs. De Freitas, to the Speaker of the House, Mrs. Bridget Anisette George and Mr. George, to the outgoing Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley and Mrs. Rowley. To all, you all will allow me to welcome my mother and father, Richard and Priscilla Young, my two sons, Eric and Ethan Young, my brother and his wife, Angus and Tennille Young, to my colleagues, to all other specially invited guests, good morning. My fellow citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, it is truly an honor to stand here today, not just as Prime Minister of this great nation, but at a pivotal moment where our nation's rich diversity offers us a powerful way forward, a new chapter for Trinidad and Tobago. I believe in Trinidad and Tobago, and I believe in us as a people. As I speak, our Christian brothers and sisters are observing Lent. Our Muslim brothers and sisters are engaged in the holy month of Ramadan. Our Hindu brothers and sisters have just celebrated Pagwa and will soon be entering the sacred period of Navaratri, all while we prepare to commemorate Spiritual Baptist Liberation Day and Idul Fitr with our respective brothers and sisters. These sacred religious observances follow the spectacular expression of our unique culture, creativity, resilience, and history that is Trinidad and Tobago's carnival. Nowhere else in the world such a profound and dynamic blend of cultural and religious diversity that not only coexists, but thrives, shapes, and strengthens our collective national identity. It is this very foundation, our national unity, built on respect, inclusion, and shared purpose, along with our fighting spirit, that I believe holds the power to propel our nation forward. It is also the very foundation that shaped a boy born on Upper Henry Street in Port of Spain into the person who stands before you today, honored to be the Prime Minister. My parents, Richard and Priscilla Young, taught me to work hard, serve others, to take on injustices when I had the power to make a difference. That's why I studied law and served the people of Trinidad and Tobago, whether fighting corruption or powerful corporations on behalf of workers, like the steel workers, fighting for the many unions that I represented, or fighting for the dignity of communities like Mackay in my constituency, who lacked basic amenities like clean running water when I first took office, or negotiating on our nation's behalf against those who would jeopardize our energy revenue, or working tirelessly to keep all of our citizens safe and secure without jeopardizing our economic future during the darkest hours of the pandemic. It has been my life's work to fight for the people of this nation. And at every step, I have borne witness to what we can achieve when we fight together. The challenges of the past have tested our resilience, but they have also revealed the depth of our strength, purpose, and our fighting spirit. The fights before us demand unity, collaboration, and decisive action. Trinidad and Tobago's greatness rests not only in the hands of any one leader or government, but lies in the hands, hearts, and minds of each and every citizen as they are empowered to equally contribute and benefit in this place that we call our home. As we begin this new chapter together, this is my commitment to you. I will lead with integrity, inclusion, and accountability. We will harness our unique strengths, diversity, and aspirations to build a future where every citizen has the opportunity to thrive. We will put aside differences, leverage our collective experiences and expertise, and champion the necessary reforms to transform and strengthen our nation and uplift our people. I will work together with you across Trinidad and Tobago, with each and every citizen on the way forward. Our work begins right now. I will work tirelessly with each and every citizen who wants to be a part of this journey to create a safer, stronger, and prosperous Trinidad and Tobago, to take on crime so that everyone feels safe and secure in their own neighborhoods, to fuel our innovation, creativity, and culture, to drive economic transformation where every single citizen can chart their own destiny, to ensure that young people will have a seat at the table to shape the future that they will inherit. A future where no dream is too big, a future with more well-paying jobs, a more affordable life, and a more prosperous Trinidad and Tobago for generations to come. It will not be an easy journey, but it is one that, working together, we will be able to achieve these goals. We have built a strong and solid foundation on which to stand, and together we can go even further. Together, we will begin to write a new chapter. Together, we can and we will move forward. Together, we can truly take hold of our destiny. Together, we can achieve all that we need to create for the future that we deserve. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Keith Rowley and his family for all that he has done for Trinidad and Tobago. We are truly grateful, sir. Citizens of our Trinidad and Tobago, later today, I invite you to join me at 3 p.m. as we swear in the new cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago. Fellow citizens, I look forward to working with you all together. May God bless you all, and may God bless the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you.
This was a production of the Office of the Prime Minister, Communications.
Ah, yes. So we are back. Director, are we ready? Could you play that video for me, please? Let's play. A statesman. This is a new statesman. And let me tell you something. One of the blessed things that we have is that we have a new prime minister that is going to take 41 new candidates. Well, I can't say all new, but they are new basically. We're going to go into a new era, which is 2025 into 2030. So 2030 vision is still coming. And let me tell you something. If there's one thing I must be proud of, is knowing that I am a part of a country, a cosmopolitan country called Trinidad and Tobago, and nobody can take that away from me. That here every creed and race must find an equal place. Everybody has to find their place. And he is willing to work with everybody in Trinidad and Tobago to ensure that we get the best. And here we say, higher paid jobs. What you hear that? You know, plenty of people are listening to what they're saying, you know. But you know why? Because they're not paying attention to what this new statesman, this new prime minister is about to bring to this country. And that is why, as a cosmopolitan country, we must say thanks to you and play the national.
God bless our nation of many varied races. May we possess that common love that binds and makes us one. Let it be known around the world that we can boast of unity and take our pride in our liberty. God bless our isles of tropic beauty, of flaming poignant and the shady the warm and sparkling waters that break upon our shores beat out a tune that seemed to tell we take our pride in our liberty. God bless our leaders. Give them grace, God. Give them grace to God. Bestow on them thy judgment. Bestow on them thy judgment wise to rule the land aright. Keep our flag of freedom high. To keep our flag of freedom high. We may sing, that we may sing rosastously. We take our pride in our liberty. We take our pride in our liberty.
You know, sometimes I just want to cry when I hear that song. I just want to cry when I hear that song. That no, seriously, no, because I don't think a lot of people understand how patriotic this song in Trinidad and Tobago, and even the wider Caribbean, you know. To me, that's supposed to be the national anthem. But let's get back to Romando. Let's get back to the conversation here.
Yes,
The amount of
Mr.
people.
Devon,
Go ahead.
first off, let me say this, and I need to say this,
Mm.
and I really want to say hello to my sisters and brothers, because after mommy had passed away, my siblings and I had to pull together to get things done. And let me tell you something. I don't think anyone else in the world can ask for better siblings. They pulled together with me, put ourselves together. We rallied the storm. So I just wanted to say that, because mommy has been the pillar of strength in this family. And she is the one who introduced me into politics. And she did so when the late Honorable Patrick Manning approached her and asked her, can she give one of her sons to the PNM to contest the seat of Hoover North? And without hesitation, she said yes. And, well, basically, I was the chosen one. She chose me, and she presented me to the then political leader, who had no reservation whatsoever. And he said, fine, your mommy presented you. And as the Rampersad family's name in the PNM and the history of the PNM, it's so good. As she presented me, Mr. Manning, with no hesitation, accepted me as the candidate in 2002. So we can go on from there. Now ask your question as you wanted. And I know it's a controversial question about Hindus and Indians in the PNM.
Yes. How, because knowing that you are living in a predominantly East Indian area among Hinduism, those who practice Hinduism, how has the UNP treated you as you are a member of the PNM? How have they been treating you?
Okay, Mr. Walsh, I say Mr. Walsh at this moment. You are no longer my
Well,
friend at this moment. You are no longer my friend. You are a journalist who's asking me questions that I need to answer truthfully.
Right.
Living in the Sugar Belt, there were three fundamental reasons why I developed as to who I am today. One, I was of East Indian and one other extract. Wouldn't go into the details, but predominantly of East Indian extract. Secondly, I am today Sanatanist Hindu. And thirdly, and most importantly, I am a member of the PNM. You know, the three things I just outlined to you, my greatest crime, according to my peers in my community, was not that I was of close East Indian extract, not that I was Hindu, Sanatanist. The biggest problem was I was PNM. I was living in the middle of the sugar belt. But understand this carefully. My grandfather, whom I admire to this day, his resolve was simply this. When Dr. Eric Eustace Williams came down to Central and approached him and asked him, we are going to do this, and will you be part of it? Without hesitation, he said yes. You see, he was a man who knew what he wanted. Now, needless to say, that is 50, 60 years ago. You can imagine what transpired back then with him being a Sanatanist, being of Hindu extract, East Indian extract. His worst crime was being PNM. But you see, my grandfather was one of that nature. He never compromised his principle, neither will I, not today, not never. And this is why I told you, my brother, I don't know where you got your information from or wherever you get it. I am not going to question because you're a journalist. I know you're an investor.
We just lost him. I don't know what went on there. We will come back in. But as let me just check to see here. I don't know what happened there just now there, but we will come back in. And so, oh, he's back. Mr. Rampersad?
Yes, Mr. Walsh. What happened? There was a slight glitch there.
Yes.
Look, the fact remains, I never has been a supporter of anyone else but Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. And he will tell you that. Whether he likes it or not, whether he wants to tell you or not, that's a fact. But after him, I've always been a staunch supporter of Penelope Beckers Robinson. But here's the thing. Penny got 9 votes to 11 for Stewart. And when Penny said, okay, she got 9, she hung up Stewart, she said, okay, you won. That is what the PNM is about. We are not about vendettas. We are not about victimization or being someone to victimize someone because of their beliefs. We are the PNM. PNM does not, under any circumstances, talk down to each other. We support. You see, this is the thing about the PNM. We are truly democratic in our nature. You are free to support who you want, but at the end of the bloody day, when a decision is made and it becomes final, you throw your weight behind that decision and all hands on deck. That's it. So who wants to talk? You're hearing it from the horse's mouth.
Well, all who want to talk, let us talk. We have the 28th of April. What do you see on that date? The 28th of April. 28th this morning. Hold on.
My brother, no, hold up. Before you go on, hold up. Let me just make one quote. And this is in 1992 at the PNM convention at Shagaramas Convention Center. My mummy, Kalauti, the late Kalauti Rampersad. And let me use her full name. Kalauti Budani Rampersad stood up at that convention hall and said, the PNM train is going forward. And as we move forward full speed ahead, the dogs will bark. Let them bark. They cannot catch the train. That was my mother. And that went down in history of the PNM. That was the statement she made back then. And I can tell you this, it's relevant then as it is now. So when you ask me about the 28th, well, unlike most people who tend to want to dilly-dally and beat around the bush, I don't. On the 28th, all hands on deck, we are moving forward, like it or not. And I'm not going to use the word lose. By the time we win, those who are backing and the stray dogs who are backing, I can advise you this. There is no meat to bite because we have already gone. We have moved forward. We are taking the government. We are going to build this country. Whether you like Stuart Young or not, because as I told you, I am a supporter of Penelope Beckles, but once the decision was made, we throw our weight behind the one who won. Just as Penny did.
Yes.
And we are going to win. Okay, I cannot give you a commitment now, today, as to what the division is going to be, but I can tell you this. The PNM and members of the PNM, we are going to put our best foot forward. And we are going to try to take this country to new heights. And I can say this again. In the words of the Honorable, and I say Honorable, Bob Marley, I could take you to higher heights where the air is rare and the atmosphere is clear. My brother, we are going to win. Now ask your questions.
Well, before I ask that question, because they'll take me to the air, you had to play the song that is going to mash up the campaign trail and let them know who we're supporting. Let's go.
When I hear Rowley quit, I really couldn't believe it. Who they going to replace him with? I call him rung, call me back. He say, Coco, we have it done back. He says, son, we come to a decision. We off the ground with Stuart Young. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a group. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM pack. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatsby Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuart. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong. We had a bit of trouble. Some wanted penny beckles, cause they know penny good for so. It was almost a split decision. The vote end up 9-11. In the end, all of them hug up like friend. Cause great is the PNM. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a group. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM pack. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatsby Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuart. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong. I want you to remember this. You fall in love with office. The whole nation send you a kiss. Hamilton fall and she in step here. The woman wouldn't get hung from there. Right on, sir. We would always remember Rowley as a great leader. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a group. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM party. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatsby Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuart. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong. I must say thanks openly. Thanks to you, Dr. Rowley, on behalf of the whole country. Imposters call you all kind of name, but you are now in the Hall of Fame. Thank you, sir, on behalf of Trinbago, kudos coming from Coco. People of crooks, I hope you like this move. We in a groove, the whole cabinet approved. The whole of DPA and Impact, Foster Penny and Camila Green, Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatti Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word, PLM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong.
Yes, we read and ready. And all roads will be leading campaigning, voting respective MPs. Let me just put up the MPs, Romano. Let me put up all the MPs who will be contesting
Of course.
the election. Right, so you have seen it on the screen right there. You have Mr. The Honorable Stuart Young, SC, he's the State Council, and he's the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. You also have Dial Singh, the Honorable Health Minister. You have Mr. Penelope Beckles, Marvin Gonzalez, and then you have Dr. Mohammed. Yes, Mohammed, I'm right? Everybody know you've seen it?
Yes, you're correct.
Right, Mohammed Yunus Ibrahim. Yes. You're seeing all the different candidates there, Hans Stephen. Let me tell you something. And I want to talk about one or two of them, in fact. I want to talk about one or two of them tonight. And I'll talk about all of them. But I want to talk about a few of them who I know. I know Ms. Penelope Beckles very, very much, very, very well. And she is a hard worker, and she's going to be working the whole of the East-West corridor with the respective candidates who are going up there. And I know she will be supporting them to bring home the whole of the East-West corridor, basically. You have Mr. Marvin Gonzalez. Just people know that Marvin Gonzalez, remember, you know, Marvin Gonzalez was a police officer at one point in time?
Yes, I do. And let me tell you, and I can tell you this, Devon, the fact is,
Go ahead.
Mr. Gonzalez, as a matter of fact, he is deserving of the highest respect. Because as a member of parliament, I'm not speaking to it right now as a minister, I'm speaking as a member of parliament.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Gonzalez has served his community and his constituency. He don't pass anyone. People need to speak with him, speaks with him. He does have a constituency day where he meets with the constituency and members of his constituency. So, Mr. Gonzalez, all kudos to you. Have my greatest respect.
Well, he was a police officer, and he was even he set up a unit in the police service. So he has that experience, and he's taken the battle. He has taken the battle from Mr. Hines, and he is now filling that position as a cabinet minister of National Security. And let me tell you something, he's a no-nonsense man also. So we can look forward to seeing what will be happening even before the election. Then let me move down the road. Because we have here, oh my goodness, there are a lot of them we can talk about. Dominic Romaine, let's talk about Dominic Romaine. Dominic Romaine was a man who was on radio, and let me tell you something. If there's one thing, he loved radio. He loved radio. I never see a man love radio. If they call Dominic in the morning, Dominic run on the radio. First they tell you Dominic like radio. But one thing that struck me with Dominic is that you don't have to pay him. He just different human service. He will put his life on the line to educate and inform the members of the party about what the PNM is all about, what the finances, everything, you name it. Dominic Goumet has done a lot of human service, even in his own community and in wider national society. So you can imagine when he gets into office, because he's going to get into office, and he becomes the, well, we don't know what portfolio he might get, but you could just imagine he's still going to be doing his thing on social media as a candidate and as an MP. He just love to deal with the people. And that's one of the things that we love about Dominic, and we're going to be supporting him 100%. We'll be on the campaign trail with him, trying to get an interview with him. Also, because we will get an interview with him here and get involved in what he's doing. And let me tell you, he's also in a marginal. So he has a lot of work cut out for him, and he has some work about to do for him. I'll get this song and I'll play it tomorrow with a little video. We have a little video and a little song that came out. Somebody do a song for him. So we're gonna put it out there for people to hear it. Let me move on. Mr. Let me move on. Well, we know some of the words and them there. And another radio personality coming all the way from not just Tennessee, but I think he was at the tail end of 91 point, not 91.9. The hit line 98.9 when it was the government station, and well, it was government station for the next 99.1, and then he moved on to Boom Champion with a whole set of them. And he's still working on Boom Champions. He was, even as Mr. Sturgeon said, he hired him to work in Synergy. And he has done human service. He went back to school. He doing masters. And he's a young successful businessman. He knows what he's about. He does his production. He does all different things. Now he is man in the shoes of Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley's constituency. And I am sure that he will do well. And I know all his colleagues on Boom Champion and even with Citadel, not Citadel, with at Boom Champion will be supporting him 100% all along the way. Then you have the young man, Kareem Marcel. Kareem Marcel came up through the ranks as a youth activist. Well, you know when they're going to the Antigua Romando,
Yeah.
Mommy is bringing it in the whole fold. And,
Well, of course.
and knowing that Ms. Sherman was still is a community activist, but she was so the position as an alderman in the corporation. And now to see your son following in your footsteps and coming up in the ranks now to be an MP. Let me tell you something. That is a joy and that is a pride to see that your child will actually take it one step further and be going to sit in the legislature, the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. I think that every parent's dream to see the child or the children reach them heights in the society of Trinidad and Tobago and even the wider world. To just go and sit down in that legislature to bring forth bills in the Parliament. It says a whole lot of things. And let me tell you something. Kareem Marcel has been doing a number of human service on the beacon, and not just during the beacon, but all over now, because he's campaigning, and when they say that people can't go here, people can't go there, Kareem Marcel has broken down all those barriers, and he is now moving on the campaign trail, and he is doing his thing. One thing that I'm kind of, and I'll say it here tonight, I think that the time has come for Mr. Fitzgerald to pass on the baton to Kareem Marcel and to hold his hand and work with him in this campaign, in this crucial election that is coming up in 2025. And I will call on Mr. Hines to actually embrace him and start to walk the trail at this point in time. Let me move on. Mr. Me Robertson Ray Chief. Mr. Me Robertson Ray Chief Let me tell you, she had hold down the fort in many ministries. The last ministry she was holding was Ministry of Housing, and now she's the Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago. And many are saying that, oh, she never go to court, she never do this, she never do that, she never do that. But to be saying up to the legislature, one of the things they're forgetting is that Mr. Robertson has a wealth of experience in law, and she is going to bring something that is different, and she's going to deal with them, and they can't handle that because she's a no nonsense woman. Well, let me tell you something. When they speak to me, Robertson talk to you, and she said, "Hey, the guy talking to you, keep quiet." You have to keep quiet because she knows what she's telling you. Why she's telling you to keep quiet? Because she's a no nonsense person. She's guiding you. She's a guider. She's a mother, and she is going to be one of the candidates contested that is Esmond Ford in Puna. Esmond Ford is a man who is working ground. He is there working with the people, and he is a man that is going to bring it home for Puna. And let's move on. Let's move on, Mr. Mr. Monroe, and he is for one of the constituents. When I tell you, I'll be all over Trinidad and Tobago. I'll be all over Trinidad and Tobago. I must be the only man must have about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 different MPs that represented me. You believe that, Mirando?
Of course. Look, Devon, you can go on and on and on about each individual. We know the PNM team. Everyone knows the PNM team is a good team. Everyone knows of their capabilities. We don't have to sell them. The public have already bought them. The fact remains what we need to sell right now to the population of this country is that today, where we stand, with the things that's happening throughout the world, there are two things we must never ever do. We must never, under any circumstances, compromise the integrity of our sovereignty of this country.
Say that again. Say that again.
We must never compromise the integrity of the sovereignty of our country. That is one. Two, we must never, under any circumstances, cower or bury our heads or bend our heads to any international bully who think they can put us back and threaten us. Because my brother, let me tell you something, and I want to say this: who vexes me, vexes me. Who don't care about what I say, don't care about what I say. But you know what? Under no circumstances, my daddy always told me, don't let a bully define you. Don't let a bully tell you what you can do. And you know why I have the utmost respect for a strong black woman of Barbados. And I think we need more of that in Trinidad and Tobago. Because
let me just stop you right. Hold on. Let me stop you right here. It was Dr. Kid Rowley, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, is who first stood up and told the bully
that's right.
that, hey, you had to take your time. You take your time. But it's telling them that he has led the way for all the others like Antigua, Barbuda, St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Barbados.
Well, Barbados, well, they know them still in the IMF hands, so them had to play the kind of.
No. Don't sell Barbados short. The minute Dr. Rowley made that statement, my girl in Barbados followed suit and simply stated, if you want to tell me I can't come to your country, well, fella, listen what happened. CARICOM sticks together. Because Dr. Rowley is the first who who issued it. He made a statement, and people need to respect that. And they need to understand that. We are not going to be bullied. We are not going to be made to feel lesser than we are. We are who we are. And look, my brother, let me tell you something. And look, Indian, Negro, Spanish Creole, Panyol, Chinese, whatever you are, Syrian, whatever you are, wherever you came from, understand something. This country, this soil accepted you. This soil supported you. This soil is the one that gave you life. And never, Mother Trinidad and Tobago has never turned her back on you. And therefore, I am saying, me, Romando Rampasad, tonight, saying to the national population of this country, my country, my people, and when I say my people, therefore I mean all my people. Our soil have sustained you. And if I have to lay down my life to preserve the integrity of my soil, to preserve the integrity of my people, to preserve the integrity of our, and I say our nation, then so be it. I am willing to do that. And as Mommy always said, I might be her rebel son, but the one thing she has taught me is to stand your ground and don't let anyone push you around. So my brother asked your questions and I will speak.
Well, let's take a break. Let's take a break. Because I know a number of people, I don't know why they keep texting me and they're saying that, you know, yeah, you had to show we had to tell. Remember, no, let me tell you what we just tell Donald Trump. Let me tell you what we just tell Donald Trump. Let me tell you what we telling Donald Trump. You see that? Then Trump. Let me tell you what we just tell Donald Trump. I don't understand. It didn't show enough. You ain't seen it? I don't know why. Like Donald Trump, like holding back my thing here tonight, boy.
My brother, don't even try to find a reason. Don't even try to find an excuse. Don't even try to find the words to describe a person who is an international bandit. Because only in America, and I can tell you this without fear or favor, only in America can you have a convict with 34 convictions becoming the president of that country. Only in America, only in America can you be born a poor black boy and grow up to be a rich white woman. You see, we don't have that here. So my brother, let's not go into Donald Trump. He's of no significance to us. What is of significance to me and to you and to the people of this country? My daughter, she's 15 years old right now, the one who's living with me at home. She's 15. She's a young lady. She's going to school. And that is my concern. Because from now until she graduates from university, it is my responsibility and duty to sustain her and ensure that she moves forward. That is what I am concerned with. I'm not concerned with Trump. I am concerned with my prime minister who stated in no uncertain terms, we will not, under any circumstances, compromise the integrity of our democratic republic nation.
No, but why wanted to show director apparently it's in the wrong place here. Could you put it up on the screen? Let Romando see what we just tell Donald Trump. Could you put it up on the screen so we can see it? That's what we just tell him. That is what we just tell Donald Trump. You can get it off now. That's what we had to tell Donald Trump. Why go with
Devon,
Donald Trump?
Devon, I don't want to get involved in that. I don't want to get involved in that. Listen, director, let me say, director, listen, I respect you 100%, full 100. But director, Mr. Walsh is trying to get me tied up in something I don't want to get involved in. Director,
Look,
I don't want to get
Director.
involved with Trump because let me tell you something. At the end of the bloody day, at the end of the day,
yeah,
Mr. Walsh, you know who I am. You have worked
Yes.
with me in the past. I'm a biologist by profession. I
Yes.
don't make, I do not make, for right now, I don't make or mix matters. The fact remains, I make myself abundantly clear in whatever I am doing. You remember 2 years ago, 3 years ago, in the height of COVID, you came and interviewed me, and what did I tell you? I said that COVID is going to mutate and it is not going to be, eventually, by the end of the year, by September, COVID is going to diminish itself
There you go.
because was I wrong? No, we are
No.
on national air.
No,
Was I wrong?
no,
Simply because as a biologist, I was able to calculate the metamorphosis of the then COVID, how it's going to operate. No one, regardless of what kind of criminal they are, when they are facing death, no one will jump into it. They all try to find a way out, and so was COVID. Today, I am telling you here, Mr. Walsh. Yes, I make no apologies for this. I am a staunch supporter of Mrs. Penelope Beckers-Robinson. But the minute that the tally was done and we found out, okay, it was 11-9, we embraced the new leadership immediately because that is what PNM does. We don't hold animosity, nor do we hold grudges, because the party is an institution, and as an institution, it is bigger than you, me, or anyone else. So here what? We decided to go ahead with the institution. Look, I am not saying that Mrs. Beckers will not be the leader of the PNM. She will be someday. But for now, we have Siotiam and all hands on deck because we must now fight, and we must now fight a serious battle to ensure that we don't let this country and the people of this country move into the hands of those who are uncaring enough to allow us to suffer. Never mind that I have suffered under my own part. The fact remains, I understood that everything cannot be done at the same time. But things are happening. And here's what. Me, Romando Rampasad, the person of the Rampasad clan who's speaking to you now, can say this without fear or favor. Because of our great-grandfather and his first anointment into PNM by the then CLR James and Dr. Eric Eustace Williams, have never changed sides nor shift gears. There's only one gear we know, the gear that moves forward with the PNM forever.
Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. Join host Fearless Warrior and the Dauntless Crew every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tune in each week for enlightening discussions, special guest interviews, on-the-scene coverage of news, political events, and all topics related to good governance. Watch the show live on our Bounce Up Central platform and social media channels, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat on Bounce Up Central. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, TGIF watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's Weeting, created for we, by we.
2 pieces.
Ah, yes. So we are back. Yes, we are back.
Well,
And
Devon, listen,
well, Willie B.
let's not beat around the bush. Tonight is a political thing that we have tonight. We're dealing with politics in Trinidad and Tobago. So let's not go on and on about PNM. We know how great the PNM is. We know we're going to push forward. We know we're going to move whatever to get ourselves where we're going. But here's the thing. Do not for one moment believe that we are impervious. Don't ever for one moment think that whatever we do, we are always going to be successful, because PNM was not built on promised dreams. PNM was built on hard work. PNM was built on people like myself and my great-grandfather and your grandfathers and grandmothers. It was built on them understanding. In order for us to move forward, we need to pool our resources, pull ourselves together. And I can tell you this, do not for one moment believe that every one of East Indians sent who have joined the PNM, even if they enjoy certain positions and perks, do not for one moment believe that if we were to lose the election, they're going to stay with the PNM. And I can say that without fear or favor. As someone of East Indian stock, I am telling you, because I have had my response. I have had it. I've seen it where we have tried on numerous occasions to take people who were disenchanted with their party and bring them into ours. And they did not understand what we were bringing them into. They saw us as a means to an end. And once that means to an end became diminished, they returned to where they came from. Unlike the PNM, we never left. I am not saying, I want to make this clear. I want to make this abundantly clear. I am not saying that everyone is like that. What I am saying, be careful who you trust. Be careful of those who come to you in swaddling cloth, because at the end of the bloody day, when you remove the clothes, you see the true person, and sometimes you would not like the picture you see. Me, I can stand proud anywhere, and I've done so, and state I am PNM, living in the agricultural belt, the cane belt. I was ridiculed. My mother was attacked physically, mentally, because that is what it was like back then. Today, there's a bigger tolerance. But I want to advise my PNM colleagues. Yes, we are an open party and we want to accept everyone. But sometimes you must be careful who you bring close to you. Because at the end of the bloody day, those who you bring closest to you are the ones who's coming with the needles that can spike you. You have nothing to fear from people like me. Because before you were involved in PNM, we were there. Before you even knew what PNM was, we were there. Very few of us. And I can call the names of those of us who were there. You have the fellas like Oja Maraj and the Oja Maraj family has always been PNM from way back when. The Rampasad family has always been PNM because we were foundation members. But then there are those who came into the PNM not because they liked the PNM, but because it was a means to an end. And that is what, and you see, my brother, you're trusting, and you will accept them and understand something. Betrayal is a two-way street. When they bring something to you, they take back more than they bring to you back to where they came from. That's all I have to say. I'm not pointing any fingers. I am not saying anything about any individual. I am just saying that we need to be careful because the other parties or so-called parties in this country will not accept a member of the PNM just like that, unless that person can provide a particular service to them. And this is what led me today to refuse any attempt by anyone from any party other than the PNM to approach me to go against my party. Because, fella, at the end of the day, I laughed heartily, took a drink of bloody scotch, trinked my glass with my friend and said, good luck, people. Good luck. You just barked up the wrong tree.
I really couldn't believe it. Who they going to replace him with? I called him, call me back. He said, Coco, we have it done back. He says, son, we come to a decision. We off the ground with Stuart Young. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a group. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM pack. Foster Penny and Camila Green. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatti Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We going with Stuart Young. Ding dong. We had a
All right, so we are back. And let me tell you, the thing is going to get heated from tomorrow. Because today the announcement was made saying, oh, everybody running now to go and make all kind of announcement. The opposition is trying the best now. Because they get to the parents now. Imagine my mother calling me and telling me some dumb and dummy. Or Denise and some kind of old bacchanalist, two old jammit. Was talking on radio today and they see some container coming down with some jerseys for the opposition from China. Yeah, they're taking the US currency and going China where they have to bring jerseys down to Trinidad and Tobago. And for the election, they don't have the rest of the candidates right now. They're begging to bring candidates to the forefront. They can't really candidates because they know if Barbarian in your name or if this one from West Table in here should make him, or that one in here the name, and this one in here the name, is going to have bacchanal. You understand? It's one type of bacchanal going on right now in the UNC camp. Kamala said she had an accident on the highway when she was going to Tuesday Monday night. They said it was no accident. It was like some she had to pull across the road and there was some water, too much alcohol in the system. But nevertheless, it was only problems after problems. Imagine that. They cannot release 29 candidates yet for the UNC. And if only problems after problems, then you have the NTA, the pick up from Washington Gill, from Diego Martin, I don't push Washington Gill, no longer be able to cross from the G brand and say, like Washington France. They pick up from Gill, they pushing NTA, she went up, she want to go up against Hansi Deans. Eh? Big Bird don't know she going up from it. I don't know, Big Bird, nobody saying nothing yet. Yes, the actually come out here. All we know is the bag handler get picked. Bag handler get picked from Princess Town, get picked. We don't know what we know in Tower Barrier because they say they don't like people behind boys. So we don't know whether or not they think it's going to get picked. So Saddam is saying it. But we don't know if he will get picked. Then we have this other party, Pep bounced up, but Pep looking for money all over the place. And imagine that Pep is sponsor on a radio station. Imagine that man has sponsored the sponsor on a radio station. So they get rid of the PNN, all on the morning program. They bring in that worthless man called Bill. I don't know. It's all kind of madness going on in this place. You know, this opposition, and then we have PSA now jumping in the fold because they want to steal about 20. They want to steal 41 candidates because PSA jumping in the election. Romando, what is it not sentence? Romando, is it not sentence? Apparently Romando like he get freeze. Yeah, Romando get freeze. Is it that sentence? I don't know. Is it that sentence let out all these mad people out of the hospital to just roam the place free? You want people look, if I tell you drug addicts, it's like they're going for not Cora. They're going up on the which are they paying which are the new person. They stop going on Ruka. They're going MSP now. They're going to buy the Ruka one now. And they're looking for candidates. Imagine that. You're looking for candidates in the jail cell. That's what the opposition becoming now. That's what the opposition. Imagine you forming candidate alliances with people who are involved in all kind of criminal activity. And that's what you want to present to the nation. And you can't present 29 other people yet to the people of Trinidad because why? You know for a fact that people pay $500. Imagine you're going to pay $500 to be a candidate under the United National Congress. Imagine that. They're the only party I know that pay $500 to be a candidate in a party just to work for election. And if you have 10 and 15 people went up in one constituency, if you have 10 and 15 people, it's a money-making thing. It is a money-making thing. And the UNC and the band, well, they have PSA now because they take over PSA executive. So them under UNC, they have these other trade union, OWTU, they have SWTU, all of them like they just started falling. Falling. So instead of dealing with workers, they're dealing all kind of dotishness. I can't understand these people. Let me go. Yes, Eric, talk to me. Hold on. What, Eric? Eric? Like you get cut off. Eric, call back in if you want to call back in. I don't know. People have to make up their mind and wait till the one. We can't have a society that is going down the road of a bunch of people who believe that drinking alcohol is the norm. Go ahead, Eric.
Good night to the panel, good night to the listeners, good night to Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance.
Go ahead.
Aye, Mr. Welch.
Go ahead.
Mr. Devon Welch.
Go ahead.
The election bell has rung.
Yes.
The election bell has rung. But tell you something. You see right now, the UNC, the PEP, the NTA, the HOPE, the PEP, the TPP, the PDP, the NNV, the APP, all of them party and the PF, all of them party and them right now, they are diarrhea. I wonder if all the toilet papers sell out in massive stores. Minister, Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart, Richard Young Ketch, all of them. With the bloomers showing, the yellow bloomers, the green bloomers, the green bloomers, the orange bloomers, the blue bloomers, you name it. He catch all of them with the pants down. Every one of them. You know why? They stayed out for the last how much months. Minding P&M business. Minding P&M business. And they didn't put their house in order. So you know what it was open for? They were open and pray that the election would have called in July, in August, in September, in October, in November. Just hoping that it will call later than in the year. But you see, when they're in the political arena and you have your house in order, what you expect? Now, the UNC would have closed up nomination take April last year, almost 1 year prior to the election of this year. And you telling me, Devon, after 11 months, you only have 11 candidates? After 11 months. So are you telling me that you have screened one candidate per month? No, actually it can make sense. But all up in P&M business, all up mining Dr. Ronnie business, mining who doing what and ain't doing what. And it's only 11 persons. And here it is, the one they put out of 11 persons, they put 8 of them in marginal seats. One seat they put them in. So Osani Gandhi win stage. Sapunano West, Michael Dowlat. Yahakoda Galparo, Philip Watts. Right? Mugati Mulan, Michelle Benjamin.
No, she never see.
She never see it eventually.
No, she never yet. Don't call she name, she came back.
She came back?
No,
well, probably, you know what I mean, or I know what I knew. But I am telling you, she has given that seat in Waterland. I'm asking you, I'm telling you.
All right.
Yeah, you know me, I have eyes and ears around.
That's $500 right? Long the joint there, but go ahead.
Right? Dragging. You have this one, Macamillion, who will get money in Sapnado East. Right? You have, oh gosh, this one for should be a look at it, this part of meaning. Whatever gets comedian. Yeah, this woman, this doctor, who could have against Marvin Gonzalez.
Right? I don't take them on.
Dr. Natalie Chitram, is she name?
No.
She could have against Marvin Gonzalez in Aluka, Lupino.
No.
Yes. There's some Jack Keller could have against Camille in Trinity Moloney. Yes, I'll explain them enough.
No.
And that is the 11 candidates the UNC put out in the public space. You know why they cannot call the other 26 candidates or 27 candidates? Because no matter who they put them on in the UNC areas, they know they have 15 seats that guaranteed will bring the PNM UNC.
Really?
So that means they know they put.
Really? Really?
Listen to me good. Wait. No, listen to me good now. Listen to me good now. This time around, it'll be a different trend. You know why? Because the people in the party that Chamala running like a cult, they're getting disenchanted, they're getting disgusted, they're getting dissatisfied, and they're getting disrupted with the Kamala's election. You understand? And let me tell you something. You see, this election will be Kamala's final political career. I will put you down to rest in the political cemetery. There's going to be campaign 2010. Kamala going to get 16 times worse in 2025. You understand? And she will is 6 days before the election day. So,
She birthday 6 days before election?
she birthed 6 days before the election date, April 22nd, 1952. Kamala Prasad is set up will be 73 years. The day after Easter Monday is she birthday, and the Monday after she birthday's election.
Oh,
You understand? So the quota she gonna get, she'll get a early birthday gift on the 28th of next month. You understand? When I think if when you will see the lost election next month, blame on the leader. Because she lost 15 elections, more than 15 elections in 10 years, and she refused to step down as a leader. But you want to talk about Dr. Rowley and Dr. Rowley and Dr. Rowley. That's going to be the last election this time around. You understand? But it goes to show that's how you will see operate. Right? And night after night after night after night, you on your platform celebrated African people, African people, trusted African people, saying the PNM is all kind of things, all sorts of things, the supporters, everything. Your supporters, your activists, your colleagues, how about have the words to say about the PNM and the people who represent the party and who support the party, but yet still you want the same set of people who you call slave master name, who you call the black man on the other side, who you call you know PNM frontier children. Yes, you understand? So it goes to show that the level that these people is going to go to denigrate African people. And today, you want the same people. I wonder if for God what happened in 2011 when they look up over 8,000 African people in the history. And come along some years later, and the government came in 2015 as a command. You know, these people who the then partnership arrested and locked up wrongfully on that history and on it manifested as was not history. You understand? And it's not the problem. Kamala, this is the final meeting your person. You know why? You put this party you support, you represent, into the problem in today. But with that being said and done, Prime Minister George Richard Young, thank you, thank you, thank you. The tension with the second pants down. And now I them run now because everybody know running heads are right now. Even the media, all them so-called analysts who would jump on the side and say, oh, this, that, the other, discontent in the party, and oh, this, that, the other. All them jump on themselves now. You didn't expect that. You understand? But with that being said and done, the election is 6 weeks away. My fellow thinking citizens in this country, encourage your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your friend, your acquaintance, your nemesis, your nanny, your bougie, what have you. Make sure all the name on the list. Make sure all have a valid ID card. Make sure all them get up, say all their plans, have a breakfast, and go out and vote resoundingly for the 41 PNM candidates within your constituency of Trinidad and Tobago. And on election night on Monday, April 28, 25, we will come from the east. We will come from Pocos and Grande. We will come from Tobago East. We will come from Neano. We will come from Labanton East, Labanton West. We will come from San Fernando, Moruga, Pakistan, 1014, Saguanas, Arima, Tanapula, Dogo Martin, and we will all gather in Balize House on the night of April 28th, and we will all join in one accord, and we will say, great SDPNM, great SDPNM, great SDPNM, and the House prevail for another 5 years to take this country into the next level of future development. Everyone are locked on and are listening. Good program.
Okay. That was Eric. And Eric is going to be on the campaign trail. Yes. He was down at the rally on Sunday. Let me tell you something. When I was down there, I was sweating like a runaway flea. Yes, I was sweating like a runaway. But I tell you, the place was hot. I was hot. But do you know what was the most touching moment for me? You know what was the most touching moment for me? Was when my son said, Dad, I want to go to the rally. I want to see Dr. Rowley. I want to see the Prime Minister. I want to see the new Prime Minister. I said, all right, come. You come. I'm going to do my work, you know, but come. Only to see when Dr. Rowley came on the stage, my son jump up like he went up on top of the stage to shake Dr. Rowley's hand. And Dr. Rowley put him, you know, and shake his hand. And he was glad. He didn't care about nothing else. The world could have fallen apart. He just get to shake Dr. Rowley's hand. And then when he saw Mr. Stuart Young come in, he said, I had to shake his hand. He jump up on the people's platform and shake Mr. Stuart Young hand too. And then he said, you know what is this? I go in and boast. I go in and boast on my friends and them. I get to touch the Prime Minister. I get to shake the Prime Minister's hand. I get to shake. And that was just joyous for he. He saw a proud moment in history in Woodford Square. In Woodford Square, the place for the university. Like the university. And it was so a proud moment for him that he didn't business with nothing else. I get to meet the outgoing Prime Minister and the incoming Prime Minister. And he was happy. And he will grow with that in his life, and he made sure he put up the PNM flag. If I didn't see you in camera was passing, he was right in the front of the stage. All of some people saying they were seeing crutch and but we did have some technical issues, I think, but nevertheless. But that was a proud moment for him. That was a proud moment for him. And you know how many young people, even when Mr. Stuart Young was being inaugurated as the Prime Minister, and he left and he came outside. There were people outside by the savannah, and he went across, and they were bawling, Mr. Stuart, security had to move. Because the young people, those children, came out in the numbers. They didn't have on no uniform. They came out in the numbers to see Stuart Young. Because they say, nah, we had to meet this prime minister. We have to meet him. And that's a proud moment for many of the young people in Trinidad and Tobago. Some people might look at it as, well, that's something small, but for them, that's a lifetime. Because many people never even get to meet and shake hands, but they get to meet them. And that was a proud moment. A proud moment because those are the generation that is going to be able to vote in the next general election. And when I tell you, Mr. Stuart Young came up, people friendly, he didn't, no, he didn't, none of that. Like Kamala didn't get a fake shake. All right, let me go quick, let me go. Good, they're coming too close to me. Good, I don't run. Not Mr. Stuart Young. Mr. Stuart Young embraced them. Come. And it was a proud moment. And if you realize something with Mr. Stuart Young, he is focusing more on young people. He even talked about more opportunities for young people. He even said that he's going to redesign Carnival. This thing that people have been saying for years to make it profitable. He is willing to focus on Carnival and sell it as a proper product. Something that should have been done years. He has taken the mantle to look at that because he understands that $1 billion project, $1 billion income and generating business. We losing instead of we gaining. And everybody taking everything. Mr. Stuart Young has now taken over the mantle. And he has to fill that shoes. Because he is now he's his own man. He's a big man now. He was mentored. He was a little child. He was coming up, and now he has to take the role and responsibility as a man. But look at all the legacies that he has played, returning over $1.something billion to Trinidad and Tobago. I'll get the total figure for you, but it's $1.something billion that all these oil companies, but Kamala them sign up all kind of deals that would have not benefited Trinidad and Tobago. This man went and get back the money. And he continued to get back all our money. And here it is, you have a woman on the opposite side. Now begging, because you know why? The reason why I asked Mr. Rampasa that question is because she's seeing a number of the East Indian and the Hindus, because they love to say that it's we people. Nani, Aja, and Uche. They love to say that. Now she's realizing that many of them defecting and coming over to the PNM because they're saying that, hey, they can't be under that leadership. And if Ragbir and all of them telling you, Rambly and all of them telling you that, hey, you have people who have questionable characters inside of your party, get rid of them. She don't want to get rid of them. Because she knows she get rid of them, they want to talk on she. And they will bust she files. But here it is, she's on a platform. She's on a platform on the drinking forum, the drunk forum. And she's telling people, she is appealing now to the African people, the African voters in the PNM to come across. come across. But I feel what she feels is she must feel in some other country or come across where? Come across where? She want people to come across and talk about nothing was done for you all and only blood and only blood. But who encouraged it? It was the same Kamala that said if they fail, blood will flow in the streets. And after they done all this me, throw thing in the air and all kind of donations across the country. And spiking things out of control. Because what we are seeing is not normal. It's spiritual. And that is why when Mr. Churchill called the election, there's a spiritual election that has to take place because the healing has to take place. The country has to come back because there will be 40 days and 40 nights. Understand that? And that is what they don't want. They don't want people to understand that what plenty people have to go through is a spiritual demonic thing with them. Where they unleash the beast. And they say, oh, go, them, go. I need to get some murders here. Carry the murder rate up to 600. Carry it up. Let blood flow so they will see. And now you come to appeal to the very same people who you, Kamala, with a sprinkle of timidity all over the place. Wanting the same people and call them all kind of derogatory things to now come across to vote in your party because they're desperate. You're so desperate for votes. Look, let me tell you something. The bell has rung. The bell has rung, and we are ready. We are ready. I don't want to keep people too late. I don't want to keep people too late tonight. Because we don't want to let go of everything. Because we have to talk about the achievements. Because let me tell you something before I go. I sat down with some people yesterday. You telling me? I sat down with some people, and you know, when you get brainwashed, it's a hell of a thing, you know. When you get brainwashed into believing that nobody did nothing for you, I had to ask them, what are you going to talk about? All right. I had to ask them, who develops your community? Who develops your community? All the housing. They had the balls to tell me, look how much empty houses they have. And I had to ask them, but who have it so? Them houses had people in it. You know what they say? No, nobody living in them houses. But who have it so? They want to blame people for your own problem that you caused amongst yourself because somebody take money from the opposition to destroy their own communities. And then the first thing they talk about, under Kamala, we was eating our food. Under Kamala, we was eating our food. Like all they know, under Kamala, we was eating our food. But because Dr. Rowley said it's time for you to make the country progressive, we need to work and build the country. He's a wicked man. Then they're trying to say, no, Stuart, we want to do a Stuart that bring to the table for we. I said, what Stuart that bring to the table for you? But me understand that. So big hardback men going and telling the young people that, hey, it's not nothing for you. And when you telling them, hey, it has something for you. Let me tell you something. There are those who are being paid by the opposition to tell lies to the young minds. So I don't blame sometimes the young people, you know. I blame the opposition for paying people to lie to them. And here what they do, try to use one of their own to come out every minute. Every minute you see somebody new popping up. Every minute. If they're not coming out on this platform, that platform, this one platform, every minute they're coming out. And ask them, what did you benefit? Because many of them, when I tell you, you're going to get plenty of them calling and say, we get nothing, we get nothing. They promise me this and they promise me that. And Kamala and them promise me and they promise me and they never, and they will not get nothing. Because all Kamala doing is following a Trump style. All Kamala doing is following Trump style and think that that will work. You call it, wait for tomorrow. Wait for tomorrow. Because tomorrow is really Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance on a Wednesday. But because the election bill has been rung, because the bill has been rung, Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance will now be taking full precedent, because we'll be out on the road, all over the place, with the candidates, bringing the rallies, bringing the meetings to you live, right here on Bounce Up. And we want you to get the message. We want you to understand that if your country never needs you more than before, it's now. Because Kamala is not about country, she's about party. And if oil don't understand that, then you may never understand that. She don't care about your well-being. So say what you want. Your country was going through hardship when you was under COVID and people was getting money. People was getting money. The store worker was getting money. The public servants was getting money. Every single person. You're getting hampered. You're getting this, you're getting that. So nobody can say that you didn't get when we was under hard time under COVID. Because COVID mashed up a number of businesses. But then a number of businesses strive. And that is why, well, wait, tomorrow we will deal with all that, the Privy Council, on why it is Kamala was a decessor, and they don't want the Privy Council, they don't want the Caribbean Court of Justice. They only want to run to England, run to England, run to England. But when they run to England and the law the cases right through, they're not paying the states. And I think it is time that the Honorable SC, Mr. Stuart Young, go and collect all the money that UNC has owed this country and even owed the PNM, the party, the $15 million for the owing the PNM party. and get our money from them. If they don't go bankrupt, let them go bankrupt. We must get our money from them. Because you can't be telling people all kind of things and go in and paying all your debts. Yeah, man. Wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow is Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. And we hope that you will stay locked on. Listen, this is the election countdown to 2025 on the 28th. This is your election countdown. And we will be out and about. Yes, we'll be out and about. And we will be bringing it to you live. Live. And we will have candidates. We will be interviewing them right here. Yeah, we will be interviewing them right here. Just like we had Mr. Mirando, we're going to have a number of the candidates that we are going to try to get into the studio. And if we can get at least one candidate a day, leading straight up to the 28th, we are going to try to have them right here in studio, as well as out in the field. If you're going to catch up to them, they're run and sweat. We'll be walking behind them, interviewing them, and bringing it to you live. Like to tell you, we need to rescue our country from a wicked, demonic UNC. And all of them who are going to be emasculated by this woman called Kamala Prasad Bisasa. All them men and them, they're getting emasculated. It's like they lost the balls. They don't have it again. So people, this is your list of candidates. This is your list of candidates. Be ready to vote here. We're going on just now. This is your list of candidates. Get to know them. Get to see them. Get to know them, Ms. Nayan Gospinali, the Minister of Education. Eh? Marissa Alvarado. That's the candidate for Tabakit. Get to know them. Get to know them. Ms. Vanuka. Get to know them. And we will get to bring them right here to you. And we'll have a sit-down conversation. And we'll introduce them one-on-one right here on Bounce Up. Right here in the studio. So all the people, we want to have a blessed night. We want to say congratulations to this lady, Ms. Camille Robinson Regis. Yes, you deserve it. You are deserving of this Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs of Trinidad and Tobago. You deserve it. So, and this is the list of cabinet members, all of them in living color, taking out a picture. And I'm glad, and let me tell you something, I'm really, really proud of Mr. Adrian Leon. He's now the Minister of Housing. I'm really, really proud of him. Let me tell you something. God is going to shine. God is going to shine on this new PNM government that we are going to see, that is going to take this country to our 2030 vision. It was 2010, then it moved from 2010 to 2030. And because people had the vision to see it reached the 2030, that is what we call visionaries for this country. People, I want to tell you, tomorrow, look out, 8 o'clock, more Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. And we will have a next person who will be in studio with us tomorrow where we're going to be having a little discussion on the politics of Trinidad and Tobago. You never know who it might be. So we want to review the song and we want to say goodbye. Have a blessed and productive night. See you all tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Let's go.
I really couldn't believe it. Who they going to replace him with? I call him rung, call me back. He say, Coco, we have it done back. He says, son, we come to a decision. We off the ground with Stuart Young. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a groove. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM pack. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gasti Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuart. Great replacements for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We go in with Stuart Young. Ding dong. We had a bit of troubles. Some wanted penny beckles, cause they know penny good for so. It was almost a split decision. The vote ended up 9-11. In the end, all of them hug up like friend. Cause great is the PNM. He ball on crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a groove. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM party. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gatsby Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We go in with Stuart Young. Ding dong. I want you to remember this. You fall in love with office. The whole nation send you a kiss. Hamilton fall and she in step here. The woman wouldn't get out from there. Right on, sir. We would always remember Rowley as a great leader. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a groove. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM party. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Tasby Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We go in with Stuart Young. Ding dong. I must say thanks openly. Thanks to you, Dr. Rowley. On behalf of the whole country. Imposters call you all kind of name, but you are now in the Hall of Fame. Thank you, sir. On behalf of Trinbago, kudos coming from Coco. He ball out crooks. I hope you like this move. We in a groove. The whole cabinet approved. The whole of the PNM pack. Foster Penny and Camille agree. Marvin Gonzalez, Brian and Gasti Dolly. Everyone rooting for Stuarty. Great replacement for Rowley. Go spread the word. PNM strong. We go in with Stuart Young. Ding dong.
Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. Join host Fearless Warrior and the Dauntless Crew every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tune in each week for enlightening discussions, special guest interviews, on the scene coverage of news, political events, and all topics related to good governance. Watch the show live on our Bounce Up Central platform and social media channels, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat on Bounce Up Central. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, TGIF watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's created for we, by we,